So I'm here with Ruslan Rovanenko, the CEO of Zander Agro. He's on the call here from Ukraine.
Good day.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Ruslan. Look forward, with your technology and all that we've heard about it and some of the successes you've had. I'm really very excited to be, talking with you about this. So why don't you start off by giving us a little bit of background on Zander Agro?
It is my pleasure and also honor for me. Thanks again for inviting, and I appreciate to become a part of GWW. Concerning Zander Agro, we started about 4 longer years ago. Actually, we started with the soil revitalization and remediation. We have developed such a natural organic material which called the sapropel, is sediments of freshwater lakes, and this material is like a peat, is excellent for to increase fertility and to increase also remediation and revitalization. Parallelly, I went also to Africa to participate in Great Green Wall Sahara and Sahel movement, and after exchanging with the people and observing development of this environment movement in the world, we have added to our assortment technology also this water technology. Water technology was developed together with a team of scientists and IT developers. Nowadays, we're glad to share this technology with the whole world, because on one side we were limited on travel due to COVID restrictions, travel restrictions, but on the other side we were stressed to develop a remote sensor, and this remote sensor also allows people to find people remotely water at every place. If there is no water, even if there were some unsuccessful trials, even if the water is contaminated or polluted or something else. And it is also exciting because nowadays we watch in the whole world different calls that there is no water, water is polluted, and actually very often these are both cases, and in our case where groundwater is 96% of usage of people for drinking water and agriculture and other industries, we can offer a universal solution.
So on your website, you say that you've discovered water resources where everyone else has failed. You go in and you certainly say that just about anywhere in any piece of property, you can find water. Could you talk a little bit about that, or maybe some examples?
Yes, of course. We have successful samples and results from different continents, from different parts of the world. We have worked in Europe, in Asia, in Africa. I would tell some examples from Europe. For example, in Bavaria, we had calls from some small towns where city mayors were stressed over water scarcity problems, and they called us to solve these issues, and we came over there and we solved the problem. I can share you video. We had also example in Saudi Arabia, in Arabian desert. Also very beautiful story, because on the end we have received a beautiful water fountain. Water is under high pressure, and we have drilled there 2 boreholes, 2 water wells. Each one was approximately 1.3 thousand cubic meters daily flow rate, and the quality was drinking standard.
Wow. So with your remote sensors, and you don't have to go on site to use your technology. Is that true?
It is right. We have developed a remote sensor. We can send where this sensor, everything what you need. It is to have this sensor in your hands. You will need also Android mobile phone to download the application, and actually you make according to manual. You make a field work. It requires maximum 2 days, and after each step you share to mobile phone. You share the result with our laboratory, and after that you will get a confirmation from our laboratory about the exact pinpoint and the depth for water.
Wow, that's terrific. And so did that development come out of COVID, that you couldn't travel for the remote sensor? Did that development of the remote sensor come because of the COVID, or
Yes,
were you
yes.
developing
It is. We were stressed due to COVID travel restrictions.
Right. So some good things came out of COVID for you.
Yes, good and bad, and but you know, it is always in the world. No bad things is without good things, or no good thing is without.
Very, very true. So tell me a little bit about the Zander Agro organization. What does the organization look like? People, departments, that kind of thing.
We have, after starting with the soil amendments, we have developed also the European fertilizer producers, and we have a part of our team who are dealing with the fertilizers. We have a sales department, and we have also across our dealers and so on. And we have also engineers who are working with the water industry, with the water supply. These engineers, some of them are full-time, some of them are part-time, but we have also in different countries, we have different partners who deal with us to solve such questions, such issues like water scarcity and water pollution.
So you can make your technology available across the globe, across the world.
Right. That's right.
That's wonderful.
That's right. I recently I read Cameroon. It is Central Africa. I was there on the invitation of Minister of Water and Energy, and we are there to participate in the national drinking water supply program for rural and urban areas.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. So since you've been CEO of the company, what pleasant surprises, what kind of things have happened that maybe you didn't expect that were very good?
Question is very interesting. Yes, some challenges, or solving these challenges, can bring a lot of motivations, but also daily routine can become on one hand it is unpopular work, but it can bring a lot of satisfaction, because after days and days of daily routine, we can develop a successful partnership with the new partners. Solving some usual human issues, dealing with my staff, with my colleagues. That can bring also motivation, because people's joy and people motivation can brings also a lot of self-motivation and good background for the work.
Oh, that's wonderful. So there, you developed a relationship with Global Waterworks. There's plenty of organizations around the world. Why did you pick Global Waterworks to develop a relationship?
I was watching the organizations who are in charge of developing water issues to solve water problems. And I was excited to meet Mary first a few years ago. And the first step after I became a member of GWW were interesting for me. And until now, after these several years, I'm still interested and excited to work with you, Frank, with Mary, with the new participant, with the new members, because it is a lot of exchanges. It is a lot of new movements, possibly also new projects and new ideas and so on. Also, weekly prayers, it brings also good joy and motivation.
Well, that's wonderful. So back to Zander Agro, what do you, if you look out into the future, what kind of goals do you have for the next, say, 12 months, and after that, maybe the next 5 years? What are you looking at as you build the company?
Now we are mainly concentrated to develop our agents, our partners network in different countries, and I think the biggest challenge is to develop the big, strong network of partnership, and to hold this partnership through years.
Mm-hmm. Always a challenge when you're developing the organization, but it sounds like at this point in time, you've got partners, representation, full-time and part-time around the globe. You've done a good job at this point, seemingly building a global organization. Do you feel pretty good about it?
Yes, nevertheless, people are suffering from typical pandemic problems, but usual natural problems like water scarcity, they did not disappear, and people need to solve it. And here we are glad to help them. And I would also use this opportunity to invite people to learn more about our technology and possibly to become our partners, to become our friends.
That's very good, Ruslan. I appreciate the time that you spent with me this morning. This has been a very high learning experience for me, and I'm certainly a great learning experience to have people understand more about you and Zander Agro as they are able to observe this interview. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful, I guess, evening, because you're about 5 or 6 hours ahead of me here.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
It was my pleasure. And if you have water problems, if you have no water, if you have polluted water, give us your feedback. We will solve it. Thank you.
Sounds great, Ruslan. Take care.
All the best.
Bye-bye.
Bye.